Astronauts face unique visual challenges at the lunar South Pole. Humans are returning to the moon, this time to stay. Because our presence will be more permanent, NASA has selected a location that maximizes line of sight communication with Earth, solar visibility, and access to water ice, the lunar South Pole, LSP. While the sun is in the lunar sky more consistently at the poles, it never rises more than a few degrees above the horizon. In the target landing regions, the highest possible elevation is 7 degrees. This presents a harsh lighting environment never experienced during the Apollo missions, or in fact in any human spaceflight experience. The ambient lighting will severely affect the crew's ability to see hazards and to perform simple work. This is because the human vision system, which despite having a high dynamic range, cannot see well in bright light and cannot adapt quickly from bright to dark or vice versa. Functional vision is required to perform a variety of tasks, from simple tasks, for example, walking, operating simple tools, to managing complex machines, for example, lander, elevator, and rovers. And thus, the environment presents an engineering challenge to the agency, one that must be widely understood before it can be effectively addressed. In past NASA missions and programs, the design of lighting and functional vision support systems of extravehicular activity, EVA, or rover operations has been managed at the lowest program level. This worked well for Apollo and low Earth orbit because the sun's angle was managed by mission planning and astronaut self-positioning. Helmet design alone addresses all vision challenges. The Artemis campaign presents new challenges to functional vision because astronauts will not be able to avoid having the sun in their eyes much of the time they are on the lunar surface. This, combined with the need for artificial lighting and the extensive shadowing with the LSP, means that new functional vision support systems must be developed across projects and programs. The design of helmets, windows, and lighting systems must work in a complementary fashion within and across programs to achieve a system of lighting and vision support that enables crews to see into darkness while their eyes are light adapted, in bright light while still dark adapted, and protect their eyes from injury. Many of the findings of the assessment were focused on the lack of specific requirements to prevent functional vision impairment by the sun's brilliance, which is different from preventing eye injury, while enabling astronauts to see well enough to perform specific tasks. Specifically, tasks accepted of astronauts at the LSP were not incorporated into system design, requirements to enable system development and ensure functional vision in the expected lighting. Consequently, the spacesuit, for example, has flexibility requirements for allowing the astronauts to walk, but not for ensuring that they can see well enough to walk from brilliant sun into dark shadow and back without the risk of tripping or falling. Importantly, gaps were identified in the allocation of requirements across programs to ensure that the role of the various programs is for each to understand functional vision. NESC recommendations were offered to make enabling function vision in the harsh lighting environment a specific and new requirement for the system designers. The recommendations also included that lighting, window, and visor designs be integrated. The assessment team recommended that a wide variety of simulation techniques, physical and virtual, must be developed, each with different and well-stated capabilities with respect to functional vision. Some would address the blinding effects of sunlight as the LSP, not easily achieved through virtual approaches, to evaluate the performance of helmet shields and artificial lighting in the context of the environment and adaptation times. Other simulations would add terrain features to identify the threats in simple, for example, walking and collection of samples, and complex, for example, maintenance and operation equipment tasks. Since different facilities have different strengths, they also have different weaknesses. These strengths and limitations must be characterized to enable verification of technical solutions and crew training. So, yeah, this is a huge problem that has to be solved. And this is by Megan Chappell from NASA on phys.org. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.